Could you do a video on grey eyes? Yes, certainly. Did you know grey eyes are still shrouded in mystery? Did you know it could be from anywhere from under 1% and up to 3% of the world's population has grey eyes? Did you know it is most common in people from European ancestry? Did you know that along with Hazel, grey eyes can actually appear to change colour to do with the lighting you are in and the colour of the clothes you wear? Did you know that scientists do not know actually what causes grey eyes? There are a couple of theories. One being that there is absolutely no melanin in the eye and a build-up of collagen in the stroma actually interferes with Tyndall scattering, and the other is that a small layer of melanin exists in the outer layer of the iris, causing a greying to the blue hue. Now, did you know Old English superstition saw men with grey eyes as more faithful, but also devoid of wit and low of intelligence? Did you know that after World War I, people with grey eyes were known as the best marksmen? And did you know Greek goddess Athena had beautiful grey eyes, and ancient Greeks viewed people with grey eyes as being very wise? Could you do a video on hazel eyes? Yes, certainly. Did you know approximately 5% of the world's population has hazel eyes? Did you know the highest percentage is found in Spanish, North African and Middle Eastern descent? Did you know that hazel eyes is actually caused by a mild heterochromia iridium, which basically means change of colour in the iris? Did you know the colour of hazel eyes actually appears different throughout the day? This is due to different light intensity, causing the light to scatter across the melanin base of the iris in different ways, causing different colours to refract out. Did you know that brown eyes can actually change to hazel as you get older? Did you know that you can actually change the appearance of the colour of your hazel eyes in the colours of the clothes you wear or the makeup you have on? Did you know different diets are said to be able to change the colour of hazel eyes? If you are strict enough and eat enough honey, spinach or fish, you are actually said to be able to change the colour of your hazel eyes. And did you know people with hazel eyes are said to be more independent, spontaneous and confident? What about green eyes? Yes, certainly. Well, did you know green eyes is the rarest colour of eye on the planet, with approximately 2% of people having green eyes? Did you know that all races can have green eyes, but geographical location does have a lot to do with it, the highest percentage being in the Scandinavian regions? Did you know that green eyes, like blue, aren't actually green? It is to do with a phenomenon called Rayleigh scattering, which is basically the way the light scatters across the melanin base of the eye, reflecting colours back. Did you know that there is some anthropological evidence that puts the green eye colour right at the beginnings of early man? They believe it started in a mountain system in Eurasia and was spread across the Silk Route, a long-gone land bridge where people would meet to trade and inevitably spreading the green eye gene. Did you know that green eyes can appear more hazy in the morning and brighten as the day goes on? This is due to blood circulation and different nutrients getting delivered to the eye. And did you know that polls have shown that green eyes are viewed as the most attractive? Could you do brown eyes, please? Yes, certainly. Did you know over 10,000 years ago, everybody on the planet is thought to have had brown eyes? Did you know that brown eyes is the most common colour in the world, but did you know the variation between a brown eye colours can vary wildly? Did you know the darker the brown colour means the higher the levels of pigment melanin, and the higher the level of pigment melanin actually means you are less likely to suffer with age-related macular degeneration? Did you know that this same high levels of pigment melanin actually means your brown eye colour can handle light better than people with light eyes, which is great. But on the other hand, it actually means that people with brown eyes do suffer with cataracts due to UV damage more than people with light eyes because they don't wear sunglasses enough. So even if you don't think you need them, wear them. And did you know there is a procedure that can remove the pigment melanin from your eyes to actually change the colour? And did you know that studies have shown people with dark brown eyes are viewed as much more trustworthy? You should do facts about blue eyes. Yes, certainly. Did you know only around 8% of the world's population has blue eyes? Did you know blue eyes let in more light than any other, so they are more sensitive to sunlight than any other colour? But for this same reason, did you know blue eyes have the best night vision of any other colour? Did you know blue eyes are more susceptible to alcoholism? Ooh. Did you know blue eyes aren't actually blue? Because of the lack of pigment melanin, it allows blue light to refract out. It's basically the same way that the sky and the sea appear blue. Did you know a lot of children are born with blue eyes, but it often changes? This is because the pigment melanin responsible for colour grows as we do. It's the same reason that blonde hair can change from birth as you get older. Did you know that scientists can trace the blue gene mutation back to one individual in Europe around 6,000 to 10,000 years ago? So basically, every person on the planet with blue eyes has the same single ancestor.